what's up guys? Welcome back to JMac Sports Cards. Jason here. Got back a SGC order. Another good order here. Pretty excited. This one is all vintage and a little bit of a modern, not any ultra modern in it. So that's what I'm really only submitting to SGC is vintage stuff that would look cool in the SGC tux, and or if it's for the PC. That's what I'm doing now. I'm really excited about the state of grading and the grading card prices right now. So we're in a pretty good place where you can submit cards again for pretty reasonable. So starting off here, got a leaders card. This one is Sandy Koufax, Juan Marshall, and Vern Law. So nice card. Got a 4. 2 Hall of Famers on that one, and these I've already went ahead and listed them out because I got the scans. SGC they just do it right as far as turnaround time. Get these so quick. Got the scans before I get the cards, and started listing them. So they're now listed on eBay. The ones that I'm going, I think it's 10 or 11 cards, and I'm keeping 2 of them for the PC. Here's another. This one was actually really cool. This was a struggle to keep this one or not, but there's 3 Hall of Famers on this one. This one's Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, and Billy Williams. So, and they got a 4. This was from that big bulk. All of this vintage, I think. All of it is from that big bulk 2-row box I bought in Kansas at the Kansas City, Missouri show that I did. Picked up this box, about 220 or so, 230 vintage cards, and it's true vintage. This is 50s, 60s, early 60s, and a little bit of football, a little bit of, I guess, Hank Aaron, Eddie Matthews. Hank Aaron. So yeah, I told him, what I do. I told him I sell on eBay. There's some vintage football. And I told him, I'd be wanting to get into him $1 or $2 since it is true vintage. And he came up, gave me a good deal on it. So a little over $1 a card. I've been selling it like crazy over on eBay. And so this was stuff that I felt like, would be worth slabbing up. So out of it. So pretty incredible. That was a great deal. I'll tell you, I've doubled or tripled my money on that box. So another good one. So this one got a 5. This one's another leaders card, and it's got 2 Hall of Famers. It's got Willie Mays, Frank Robinson, and then Johnson, who he didn't have a bad career either. I think he had like 250 plus home runs. He had a good career. So anyway, that one got a 5, and that one was really sharp. I think it would have graded even higher if it didn't. It has a little bit of discoloration right in the middle right here. But it's nicely centered. And and I got another one. It's the second one of that same league leader card. And they got a 4. And you can see both of these were sharp cards. This one got a 4 because of the centering. So, but the color's good on them. And so it's a whole different ball game with vintage if you ever submit any. What the things that you're looking for. So here's one of the cards that I'm keeping for the PC. It's a 1960 Master and Mentor, Willie Mays and Bill Rigney. But this will be the first Mays I'm keeping in the PC, and I'm keeping it because it's the earliest Mays I have, a 60, and then I'll work my way back. As I said, that's what I'm doing with the kind of the greats of the game. I'm trying to get one card, and then I'll just continually get a better card and try to get to a rookie card eventually. There's a 65 Philadelphia. This is the one card in the order that I felt like maybe is undergraded. I didn't necessarily agree with the grades. All the other ones I'm pretty good with. So this was a 65 Philadelphia Paul Hornung Packer Hall of Famer. They got a 3. You can see it's a good looking card. Off center, yes. Corners are tipping on the back side. But I thought a 4 to 5 on that one. So it might be the coloration too. Registration is what it's called, really. But stuff, I'm learning. I'm certainly learning. I'm pretty good at grading ultra modern, but I'm definitely going through the school here of hard knocks to figure out vintage. This is a beauty. This one's 65 Philadelphia as well. Another Green Bay Packer Hall of Famer, Jim Taylor. And this one is a real gem, a real stunner, really. I mean, the centering on it and the color on it, edges, corners, beautiful card. Now, And so this one is listed over on the eBay store, and just phenomenal. I mean, look at even the surface. That's a really nice vintage right there, vintage card from the 60s. So this one's crazy here too. So this is a Shaq Topps Gold rookie. I had, you know, the paper base non-gold and then a gold. And I decided to send the gold here to SGC so I could get it back quicker. And also because you had the chance to get a 9.5. So, you know, like this would probably, I don't know if it would get a PSA 10. Likely would get a 9 because they got pop control over cards like this. But this one in a 9.5 outsells a PSA 9 by quite a bit. This one does really well in a SGC 9.5. I don't know if I was expecting a 9.5. I was probably expecting more of a 9. I mean, I knew it had sharp edges, corners, everything was sharp on it, but little OC all the way around. But I guess they agreed that it was sharp everywhere except for centering, and which not a lot of times SGC knocks pretty hard on centering. So whatever. And this was that Brady rookie that I got from another one that I picked up from Kansas City, and this was a big bulk deal of some iconic stuff, and most of these were in top loaders. I mentioned it in the video. They were in top loaders without penny sleeves, and this one is one that the surface is always scratched up. When I took it out of that top loader with no penny sleeve and looked it over, I was like, man, dude, this is gradable. All right, at it again here, getting another box with some dirty top loaders that a lot of people would pass over. Some cool Kobe's in here. Phillip Rivers rookie, Roger Clemens rookie, Marshall Faulk rookie. It's a classic preview. Barry Sanders, Iverson rookie. Inside Out, Jordan. That's one I've never seen, a higher power Jordan. Tom Brady rookie here. This is a tough one to grade. I've graded some of these before, gotten 8, 7.5s. So this is super impressive that this wasn't even in a penny sleeve. So like I said, never knock someone who has stuff that just looks trashy. It's got yellow top loaders, no penny sleeves. Look through it all. This is one. And I highly considered keeping this one, but decided against it because I'm keeping the other two. I can't keep too much. Got to sell something. You know what I mean? These, I swear, these 80s cards. I mean, look how perfectly centered this is. Look at the centering. Look at the edges. Look at the corners. There's no surface issues on it. There's no whiting on the corners. And, I mean, there's a little tiny bit of chipping across the bottom. I don't know if you can see it, but I mean, I was really fully expecting a 9. And I thought this had an outside shot at a 9.5 or 10. That's why I sent it, because it's not a very expensive card. And I listed it as such. I said in the listing, I was like, I mean, this thing is perfectly centered. I mean, there's no whiting even on the back. A lot of times on the back, you can see pretty bad whiting on all the corners on a lot of these. Yeah, so, anyway, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I've learned that the 80s and 90s cards, they're really hard to grade properly. Here's the other card I'm keeping for the PC. I bought this one at the Arkansas show, the last one I did. And this had just been sitting over here waiting in a pile, waiting to get graded, because this is, you know, something I'm really excited about. Jim Brown, beautiful card, and I've learned a little bit about these. This is this set, 63 tops. I got it pulled up in front of me. It says there are 170 cards in the 63 tops football set. 11 players and a team card for each of the 14 NFL teams, plus 2 checklists. The cards were printed on standard 264 card sheets, so 94 of the cards were printed twice on each sheet. The other 76 cards are thus short prints. This Jim Brown was a short print, and I think this is his 3rd year card, maybe 4th. But this is a fair, you know, I mean, Jim Brown and this older football is pretty rare in and of itself. The 60s. 50s and early 60s stuff is pretty rare, but this is a short printed Jim Brown. So I bought it, and me and the guy I bought it from both thought it would get a 4. And when I talked about it and bought it from him, and he thought it would get a 4, I said, yeah, I agree. But it's a good 4. It's a very good 4. It's well centered left to right. It's off top to bottom, and then there's tip corners. There you go. So, and show you the back. Like one of these, a PSA 9, or sorry, a PSA 4 recently. They don't sell very often, like I said, you know, and the sales have been all over the place. But like a PSA 4 just did like $400. So I picked this one up for $100 cash at that show, which I thought was a great deal. So I put a value on it, a monetary value of about $400, same as the PSA. But I'm not selling it. All the rest though will be for sale over on the eBay store. So anyway, guys, don't want to ramble here. I also got a PSA order. I'll be dropping that video as well. But you can see that's what I'm really grading now is more iconic stuff, and like the Brady's, the Shaqs, the vintage, the Hall of Famers. I mean, you gotta kind of move with the state of the economy, the hobby, and vintage never goes out of style. That's all I got. Until next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Appreciate all support and love. That's all I got till next time. Deuces.